Hi, my name is Ganesh Dalvi and I am a certified professional facilitator. I'm back again with the second bit of the trilogy around effective facilitative sessions. Today I'm going to be sharing with you certain insights around the second D of facilitative sessions, which is design. In the first bit, we looked at the diagnostics where we interact with the clients to understand the requirement, to zero down on the outcome, basis which the design is created. So here we go. As a facilitator, I'm not aware of how I would be getting there, what route I would take, what are the challenges that might come my way. In this scenario, the design acts as a compass. It acts as a Google map that we might often refer to just to ensure that we are on the right track. So today I'll be sharing with you 3 quick tips which can help you to design a facilitative session which will be impactful, relevant, and most importantly, help the client achieve their outcome. So here we go. The first thing that I would consider when I'm designing a facilitative session is fluidity. My session design has to be extremely fluid, covering aspects like some questions that the participants would have, certain emergent needs, certain incidental outcomes. So I need to factor in these exigencies when I'm designing a session, and hence the fluidity in my design has to be very important. Second thing that I would look at in my session design is independence. While I would obviously use different tools, different applications like the sticky wall or the flip charts or maybe a PowerPoint, my session design should be such that what if these tools and equipment are not available with me? And it has happened a couple of times where we were not allowed to put up a sticky wall because the hotel was not keen, they were not allowing us to put up, they were not sure about the masking tape. So what do we do in that case? Do we change your session design, or do we modify the process so that we're able to adapt to these kind of challenges? What if there is no power? What if your PowerPoint doesn't work? What if the projector doesn't work? So your design has to consider these things. So the focus as a facilitator needs to be on the process. So that's where the independence comes in. The third thing that I'm going to be telling you might be very contradictory to what I mentioned as the first point. So the third important thing about your session design is your session design has to be detailed. You need to factor in every possible element. What kind of instructions would you give? How would you give those instructions? Would it be written? Would it be verbal? Would you use a different platform to communicate these instructions to the participants? All those things have to be jotted down. If there are going to be co-facilitators or assistants in your session, what is going to be their role? How much time would you spend in each of the activity? How much extra time can you give to each of the activity? How much time would you spend in briefing? How much time would you spend in actually conducting the activity? How much time would you spend in debriefing or group wisdom harvesting? What kind of time would you spend in answering the questions of the participants, as long as they are process questions and not content-based questions? So all these details have to be factored into your design. Also, when you're submitting your design to your client, you could probably give 2 levels of design. One can be a very high level design basis the first interaction with the client, and the second design, which can be a little more granular, which can be a more fine and more detailed, could be the design which you will create after doing a very detailed diagnostics with the client. So your friends is what my understanding of the session design bit is. So let me repeat again the pointers that I mentioned. The first thing that you need to consider in your session design is fluidity. Your session design has to be extremely flexible and extremely fluid. Second thing is independence. Let your design not be dependent on any external tool or equipment that you would be needing to run a process. And third thing that I would like to mention here is your design has to be detailed. Like they say, God lies in the detail. The same thing applies over here. Yeah. So here was the second bit of my series around the effective facilitative sessions, the 3Ds of effective facilitation. I'll be back soon with the third D, which is delivery. Till then, take care.